Good morning. So I just wanted to take this Uber and it was garbage. I drove all the way out here for no reason. As soon as I left my house, I looked at the order and it said 8 totes, and I was like, that's a lot. And then as soon as I pull into, or as soon as I walk into Safeway, the lady shows me the order and is like, someone else already turned it down. And I was like, yeah, that's not paying enough for that one, because there was like all these cases of water and stuff. Like, it was a lot. And she was like, yeah, she only tipped $6. I didn't know the Safeway people knew how much they tipped, so. And then I was like, I'm gonna go sit at the Chick-fil-A, because there'll be an order there. It's Sunday. I don't know what to do. I don't want to drive back home, but at the same time, I've been on DoorDash since 5 a.m. and they've sent me like a couple orders that were, what, 5-10 miles from my house and not even paying $10. So garbage. Uber sent me nothing but garbage until now. My dash ends at 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna sit here in this parking lot till 8 o'clock. I hate sitting in parking lots, but I drove all the way out here. I don't want to do it for nothing. Hopefully they'll send me something. Uber just sent me another order. Like $19, yeah, but I'm not going to, like, it's not that far, but come on, that's far. All right, I'm not wearing my seatbelt because I'm driving through a parking lot. I'm not happy. I got these stacked orders. Then I realized one of them is for $4 because it's a $1 peak pay. Anyway, I also realized that like it's like 2 miles of driving, but there's a little shortcut you can walk through. Like, I can't drive my car, but if I park my car like right up here by these other cars, I can walk through into the neighborhood and I'll get this order delivered like 5 minutes faster than if I drove. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna take this little walkway. We're gonna walk the order up there. On my jack. Yeah, that was much smarter than driving. That took like 1 minute. It was gonna take 5 minutes to drive that far. So that customer tipped $2, and I was waiting for the food to get ready. I mean, I only waited like 30 seconds for the food to get ready. Anyway, they got their food like less than 5 minutes from when it was ready. So that's pretty freaking good. Sucks for the other person who tipped more and lives a little further away, because their food was already sitting there when I got to the store. Whatever. I'm walking back through this fence area, back to my car now. Alright, I picked up this Panera Uber. I got kicked off of DoorDash, so I'm probably gonna go home after this, because just having one app running is not something I'm interested in doing. I mean, I do have Instacart running, but it's just trash. So yeah, in my market, to get on DoorDash between like 8 a.m. and 11 a.m., you have to like, I got rejected within the 30 seconds of, like, it was like 3 o'clock on the dot. I waited, and then it, like, before I could even enter in the time, it told me the time slot was already taken. So there must only be like a very, very limited amount of slots for that. All right, so I got an Instacart. I'm on my way to the grocery store. Somehow I got it when I wasn't close to it. I don't understand how that happens. Anyway, Uber just sent me this order. I'm gonna put the screenshot up. There is another Starbucks that is like half the distance away. Like this Starbucks that they're trying to send me to, or whoever's gonna do that order, is in a whole different, well, it's still in the same county, but a different stratosphere. You know, that's ridiculously far. Uber's algorithm is trash, man. I can't even believe it. Like, they send you so many orders that don't make any sense. Like, these apps need to have like a minimum delivery distance, or a maximum delivery distance. I mean, like, you can't just order stuff like across, you know, different states. And like, I think 10 miles should be the furthest you can get anything delivered. That's just my opinion. And if not, there should be like a super high fee for it, so that it's worth the person's time who's going to do it. But no, these apps, they want to get that sale. They don't care if it's not profitable. I'm going to keep this rant going, but think about it. Whether it's half a mile away or 20 miles away, Uber is going to charge the customer the same. Uber is going to make the same amount of money. Uber isn't doing anything. It doesn't cost Uber anything to fulfill these orders. You know, well, I guess it kind of does, because they have to pay us, but I don't know. It's so dumb. All right, did this Instacart. Took about 10 minutes to shop it. Didn't have to substitute, didn't have to refund. So if I don't get paid the right amount, I'm gonna have some very unkind words about Instacart. Super easy order. Took me like 10 minutes. They didn't have the yogurt, but I delivered to this person all the time, I realized. They tipped me $25 the other day, so not mad. All right, they're pretty busy in there, but she was putting the stickers on it. All right, so I decided to give, Pedro's been talking about Dash Along the Way, saying it's really good. And about, like, all right, so I live on like the edge of a zone, and then there's another zone right next to me. Those are the two zones I will work in, but normally I stay in this one zone. But then right next to the other zone, the one that I don't work in as much, there's a military base, which they made their own zone, and there's only like a Panda Express, a Burger King. Like, there's only a couple restaurants on base, so you're never gonna get, anyway, $4 peak pay like all day, every day. I mean, it's not actually all day, but most of the time. So I decided to try what Pedro has been saying, you know, just sign in saying I'm going that way and see what orders they send me. And so far they sent me this one, and I got another one. No, they're actually sending me to the military base, which if it paid good, I would go, but like, I'm not driving 10 miles to go to this restaurant to then drive on to the military. Like, I can see why no one's taking those orders. They're terrible. I did it yesterday and I got like the same orders. So it must be, I don't know. So far, the Dash Along the Way thing has not worked good for me. All right, just got this Uber Eats, which is what I was waiting on, because I'm gonna get this extra $4.50 Quest. This one, miles to money, not the greatest on the order, but you know, it's got the extra $4.50 on it, and it's going right back to my house, so that's a winner. Uber just sent me this one. Like, I really want to accept these and then just like message the customer and be like, hey, Uber was going to pay me $1.65 to deliver your food for you. and just, you know, tell them like, you suck balls, and then cancel the order. But I don't feel like getting in trouble, so, but I think that would be a funny thing to do. All right. It was sitting there ready with a bunch of other orders, and IHOP is slammed. All right, so I don't know if I made a good decision or not, and I'm still not gonna know. But I got this DoorDash, right? Dash Along the Way. It's far as hell. It's basically the Papa John's is right by the military base, which is where I'm dashing to. But now that I think about it, there wasn't a $4 peak pay on that, because it didn't start till 10:30. But I saw the 23 items, and you know, I've been watching Pedro, and I see Pedro getting these Papa John's orders that pay really good, and I was thinking 23 pizza pies, like, this could be a really good order. So I accepted it. It was only 4 pies, and then like a bunch of like pepperoncinis and like side sauce, like stuff I didn't realize that you could get. Like, it was like 4 and 5 of all the sides, and the total for it was only $45. So I'm not risking it. It's too much driving. It's upside down in miles. I have to get onto the military base. If it only pays me $10, I'll be pissed. So I couldn't do it. I thought it could have been a good order. I got my pizza bags ready, but nope. I have used Dash Along the Way. Last year when I had my W-2 job, I worked in Annapolis, which is like 20 minutes away from this area. And I worked like right across from a mall, and like there's just restaurants everywhere. And as soon as I would get off work, I would sign in Dashing Along the Way, like back towards my house. And I would get orders, $20 orders all the time. Like, yeah, it was like 10, 15 miles, but I was going to drive 10 or 15 miles to get, you know, back to my house anyway. So I used to kill it doing that. Dash Along the Way, if you use it right, can work good, but using it trying to abuse it for this peak pay doesn't seem to work good. Maybe when it's busy it could work, because right now it's only sending me the orders like out that way. But if it was busy, you know, where I'm at, they might send me orders that are good where I'm at. But I got to drop this Uber off.